The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 69. You have the Nasdaq up 9. S&Ps are up 5. Gold's trading up 9.50 at $12.94 an ounce. We have silver up 24 cents, $17.22. Light sweet crude up $1 at 50.64. The bond market, notes and bonds are taking off topside also. You get the note market up 7 ticks, 125.10. 30-year bond up 25, 152.28. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar down 440 ticks, trading at 93 flat. The euro is at 118 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 112 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, in the world of the NDX, folks, let's go take a look at that NDX. That NDX out here, this morning, we've gone from a price point of 6,088. You're at 6,064, and we're going to have some volatility in this market today, and it's about time we got some volatility. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN. 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to understand the option market upside down, the equity market upside down, the future market upside down, the strategies that you want to employ as you're walking along inside this market, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Go right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on? We got some action, Kevin.
A little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed that.
They're moving a little bit.
They're moving.
Yeah, they sure are.
We got movement. We got the dollar down 450. You get the 10-year notes up 9 ticks. The bond up 26 ticks. We finally got, I think, a little trading action here.
a little softness in the dollar should help some of these commodities, right? You're seeing that in oil. You saw some of the articles last night from OPEC. That's helping oil. You got a lower dollar helping oil. Yeah, so, I'm interested. I'll tell you what I'm watching, Tom. As we go into earnings season, remember, Thursday, in my opinion, starts earnings season when these banks come out at the end of the day.
Okay, perfect.
That's the official kickoff of earnings season. And I'm going to watch VIX.
Yeah,
I'm really intent on how is it, once we get into October and get into the fall, what's VIX going to do?
Yes.
Right? How is VIX really going to stay at 10 throughout the fall and winter trading season? I find that hard to believe, but here we are trading. It's just over 10.
It is, and what's intriguing out here this morning. This is the first morning I would say that you have a lot of different instruments moving, meaning the bonds, the dollar, the commodities. The NDX just gave up 22 points in about a heartbeat.
Right.
Right. So what that does, folks, that gets a lot of different strategies that you can put in place here.
Yeah, Apple opened higher and now is actually down on the day. So you're getting some movement, and that should spark a little. I think we're going to come out of this funk that we've been in. That a lot of people bet on ends right around Labor Day, but we've now extended this into the beginning to the mid-October here, and there's still a little kind of a slow rally. But here comes earnings season, Tom. That's guaranteed to throw a little wrench into this story.
So this morning, Kevin, right, I get up, and you got to picture this, folks. I mean, I listen to Kevin every day, and if you don't, please listen. You can learn so much about the option market. You can learn so much just about the equity market in general, okay? So I'm getting up, and I'm bearish, Kevin, okay? So, it's like, okay, hold it. We're at these highs, but what you just said, right? It was like, you know what, man? We're into October, and I'm saying to myself, hey, have I lost my chance here?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? That's exactly how I got up. And then I'm coming into work, and I'm when we left the house, first I got here, and I knew Walmart was looking great anyway. And,
Right,
you know,
right.
You get my gist, though. And the gist is, folks, is that when you think it's over, it's still not over. And that's what very good, you know, the volatility, we might have some good volatility here for a month, which would be...
Right, and if it gets volatile, that'll be plenty to keep us busy.
Exactly.
If you ask me, right? If you get a little volatility, most traders of these markets will stay busy in volatility, even if it's up or down. They don't really matter. If we get some movement, traders will start to engage more in this economy. You know, right now they're kind of sleepwalking through it. A little news, a little business. Will get everyone going.
No, there's no doubt. And as Kevin says, folks, what happens, trade is like two-way markets. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Even intraday. If we get 10 S&P points intraday going up and down, good. You know, we get
Right.
some action there, no doubt.
I mean, traders have joked sometimes when you see a big movement up and down in the market, but it closes near unchanged.
Right.
Right. We always say, the headline may look like the market was unchanged, but there was a lot of movement intraday. And you can make a lot of buys and sells intraday on the trading the ebb and flow of these markets, and that's what traders do. That's how you stay busy.
That's
right?
how, and the amazing part about that, folks, is that has been some of the best days that you can be flat. Sometimes when I look at my P&L, I say, oh my God, it's hard to believe that it was flat. Because, you know...
And just trade what's actually happening that day.
Yep.
Right? Stay overall neutral and trade the movement.
Yep, exactly.
Because even in slow markets, Tom, you know this,
Sure.
even in slow markets, there's going to be ebb and flow.
Oh, yeah.
And there's going to be movements to get in and out and make short-term trades. And that's what we try to teach here. We try to teach mainly fundamentals, but we talk a lot about trading the ebb and flow of these markets. That's why we coach putting in orders, not necessarily mid-market, but give yourself a little room, right, where you're getting a better fill. Don't just hit bids and take offers when you're trading.
Totally.
Trade mid-markets and allow for some ebb and flow. And to get, if you look at a daily chart of anything, any future, any stock, it's always up and down action, even if it's in a trend.
It is. And that's where those strategies come in so important, which you teach. Because, it's depending on how you feel, folks. You can basically trade the strategy, which I think is personally a lot better than saying which way the market's going to go. Because your probability, you're starting out with a better probability right at the beginning. You know?
Right. And remember, implied volatility can rise, Tom, without any movement.
Right.
Implied volatility will rise based on supply and demand of options.
Yep.
That's what will make implied volatility move, and you don't necessarily need movement for that to do it. If there's just overall fear and speculation, that'll take implied volatility up all by itself.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, too. And it's particularly amazing, folks, what happens is that sometimes, if you're going into something, you say, well, why did, the premium go up so much? Well, just look out 1 or 2 months, and that's what that is. The insurance payments are going up. They're going up, and sometimes they go up very quickly.
And think about it this way. This is as simply as I can say it. Even if the market's up on the day, right?
Yes.
And someone comes in to buy a lot of puts in the SPX.
Right.
The VIX is going up.
Right.
No matter what, even though the market's up, it's all about supply and demand of options, especially put options in the SPX.
Gotta love it. Right here, folks, 45 minutes. Kevin, we look forward to the show. Thanks so much. Have a great one and have a safe one.
Thanks for having me on, Tom.
Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 43. Nasdaq is up 2. S&Ps are up 2.
Good morning.
Morning. And you know, when we started out, the Dow was just up 85 points.
Well, I happened to see your Nadex account you had up, and I said, man, the market must be moving.
Yeah, we sold the NDX this morning.
Why not
too.
talk about it since I referenced it?
And if you haven't, folks, test drove the Nadex platform, jump over, hit the banner, bring it up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these defined option contracts trade.
So it's similar. It's the same exact spread.
It is.
That you had yesterday.
It is.
If anybody was watching,
Right.
I'm sure it's 6,080 to 6,050.
Yeah.
And let's see. So where'd you get into it?
I got in pretty good.
Almost identical, yeah. 6,071. I think you got in yesterday, 6,072 maybe, give or take. Yeah, and as that thing drops, man, yeah. So you got 3 contracts, and it's down at 6,060 right now, and the current market's at like 6,061. But yeah, I was tied up on a phone call. We'll even talk about my phone call, because I was telling you, about what we were talking about, and that's interesting anyway. But I said, man, what did I miss in the first 50 minutes of the market?
Well, here, let's walk through what happens with the NDX, well, within any sectors. The NDX right now is all about Apple, Facebook, and Google, to me. Amazon's in there too, but the reason I'm bringing up the Facebook and the Google, so Facebook's only down $1, right?
Yes.
Google, you take a look at it, Google's down 580. No big
Percentage-wise, it's not even as much as Facebook.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
But the way I was looking at both of these, they were at their highs. And this goes back to the advertising aspect, political advertising.
Oh, yeah.
So picture this, folks, okay? Tommy ran the station up in Nashville. We've talked about this before, but I really started thinking about this last night, how dramatic this is.
The regulations imposed on everybody else but Facebook and Google.
And so last night...
And look what happens when they don't have regulations.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this, and this is going to be Republicans and Democrats. They're going to get this down, folks.
They better.
Because when he was running that station, well, first off, you have a political log. You have a log that everything goes in.
Sure.
They have to pay up front.
The rates are fixed.
The rates are fixed. You know what the ads are, all of the above.
Yep.
And what happened, which I didn't realize, is that Zuckerberg, right, he was so freaking smart. Like 4 years ago.
Oh, they were fighting it.
They were fighting and he won.
Yeah, right.
And that's going to change.
It's a shame they won because we saw what happened.
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to change.
Yeah.
So that was my take this morning. I said, you know what? This is the money managers are going to realize that anyone that is in the radio business.
Political money too. Well, they have so much corporate money, but yeah, we're just about to come into a 2018 cycle
of
monster
money. We know it's
Congress,
monster money.
and then the 2020 cycle when it comes presidential.
Right.
After seeing the effect of social media advertising had on the last election, and I'm just talking about in a good way, not in all the Russia deal going on.
Right.
Candidates are going to realize they need to spend that money on Facebook, Twitter, Google, versus spending it on CBS, NBC, papers. So yeah, they're going to be in for some regulations, and they should. Because we see what happens, and it's important that
you should know who is giving you the message
when you're talking about politically. Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, that's where I went.
Because the news was talking about that Google was taking in a lot of money as well.
They're going to bring Google down.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
They're claiming, Google's claiming that we only have 100,000.
It was tens of thousands, I think.
Yeah. Right.
I looked at that. I said tens of thousands. That's one political buy by one small congressman, let alone a presidential election with hundreds of millions of dollars at play. For sure. Yeah.
Big time.
So let's jump into what I was just talking about. Apple, right?
Yeah.
So
Apple and Sprint, right?
Yeah. So we have Sprint, right?
Yeah.
So I have an iPhone 6. I've had it for 2.5 years.
Right.
So this is an interesting experience that I just went through on the phone, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday I figured maybe I'd stop by the Sprint store, and it was a little bit crowded, and I'm not in a dire need for a new phone, so wasting time at the store.
Right.
I said, I'm just not going to do that. My phone is really killing its battery. That's the biggest problem. The batteries are expensive, and it's a 6. I've had it for 2.5 years. So I was kind of waiting for this cycle. The 10 would be cool. The 10, though, is going to experience all these supply problems. I don't feel like fighting for a phone for the next 6 months, waiting to get it. The 8's amazing anyway, and I'm probably going to go to an 8 Plus. So I call up Sprint thinking, maybe I'll just, because I'm not in a massive rush, maybe I'll just be able to call them real quick, get the deal done, So I look at our and we basically have like a family plan. Yeah, it's a corporate plan. It is, but a lot of people could get a similar family plan, right?
Yeah,
where we have some amount of lines. So I look, and tied to my line is a $25 fee per month. Well, I say, what's that? I've had it for 2.5 years. Now I knew maybe there was like an installment where you're paying it because why not? But it's over 2 years, and so I talked to the person on the phone. So this is the first experience. It's a heads up, right?
Right.
So I had a lease deal for 2 years. But then the lease deal ends, and he says, oh, well, you should have gotten an email letting you know that your lease deal ended, and, you were going to end up just keep paying for the same exact phone forever. So number one, it's $25 a month that I'm paying for a phone 2.5 years old, and I would be paying it literally forever, okay? That's like a scam, right? So then I say, okay, well, I'm calling to maybe upgrade to an 8 Plus. And he says, okay, let's look at that. So the 8 Plus is $799.
Okay.
The first deal they give you is that if you want to sign a 2-year contract, and everybody's going to have a phone for 2 years, so that's not that big of a deal, right? He says, we'll give it to you for $350. So right away I say, that's great, no matter what. Then he says, well, we can do a flex plan, which is kind of their deal where you can upgrade every 12 months. But he says, what you're doing is you're locking yourself into an 18-month lease, and then after that, you have another 6 months that you're kind of obligated to. So it's still the same 2 years. He says, that's $33 a month. He says, but we're going to kick you back $29 if you do that as, a reward. Yeah, so it's literally $4 a month. And with that, though, I get to take the $25 a month off the bill. So you're talking about I'm going to save $21 a month.
And get a new phone.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? I know. I couldn't
amazing.
believe it. So I'm sitting there on the phone, and this is where I think it speaks to the competition that these carriers are going through. They want to have you locked in for those 2 years.
Right.
Because it is so fierce to transfer over to another one. And we're talking about Sprint, which is what we have.
Wow.
And around here, they have great service. They really
They do.
Never had a problem. And I know
Right.
that, they get kind of a bad rap with, maybe not keeping up with the service for Verizon or what it is, but we've had it forever, right?
Yeah.
And
I've always had
it's
good
always
service
been well. So that just speaks to the fierce competition in the market right now. I think of those carriers with Sprint. You hear about Sprint T-Mobile trying to team up to compete with the likes of AT&T and Verizon, and you see why. They're really fierce with how they do it. But my mind was blown, man. Now, the end of it, though, is that so to get out of the lease deal I had is that I could just continue paying $25 forever, which makes 0 sense.
Right.
Or to end it, I have to buy the phone for $110.
Okay.
which is just a joke that
Right.
I have two options that are kind of bunk and
Yeah.
bogus, you know. But my phone, I'll pay $110, and it's still a good phone, and I'll be able to use that. And if I ever have something happen with the phone, I have a backup.
It's
as
good
you
having
know
a backup.
all about.
Yeah. I have 2 backups.
Yeah, and if I want to take it for bike rides, runs, that way
Right.
you're not, you know, the new phone. But anyway, you know, be proactive. I told you, you know, maybe
Yeah.
you should check in, you know, because you're on the
I
same
know.
plan, even though you're on Android. Maybe there's another good deal. You can upgrade your phone and pay less. I couldn't believe it.
wild.
Pretty intense.
It is.
Pretty intense. Yeah. Even the guy on the phone for Sprint was kind of like, yeah, that's quite a deal that you're going to get there. You know, saying you're going to save $19 a month for a brand new 8 Plus. But
There you go, folks. Get on the phone.
get on the phone, you know.
Save some money.
Watch those details. Totally.
You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now. Bottom line, it's only up $30. It was up 85, I believe. Nasdaq up 1. S&Ps are up 2. Gold's up 980. Silver's up 24 cents. Notes and bonds are moving topside, and King Dollar's moving downtown. Tommy and I are going to be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Thinkorswim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by thinkorswim. For more information, just click the thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 38. You get the Nasdaq up 4. S&Ps are up 3. Let's go inside the Dow first and take a look at good old Walmart and what's moving inside the Dow. So Walmart's the mover out here. That's up 3.7%. Point-wise, too, it's putting 20 points into the Dow.
I got 20 billion share buyback program.
Oh, is that what they got happening too?
Oh yeah, they talked about some growing their online presence, but there was a $20 billion share buyback, I believe. So that's Reuters.
Oh yeah,
20 billion.
So simultaneously, they're saying that this online sales are going to surge 40%.
Right.
And they're buying back stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to, I
can 250 new international stores. There was, 40% surge in online sales, and they're giving a ton of money back to the shareholders. Yeah. And sales growth above 3%. That's insane when you think about how many sales they already do.
And they haven't been growing. Like if we look at their numbers, this is Walmart has had a problem. They haven't been able to grow.
Sure.
But you can see by their chart they've been doing good, man. And look at those numbers.
Yeah.
Yep. But they plan on growing.
But look at that jump from 2017 to 18, and then the growth they were talking about was 2018 to 19.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the whole Jet.com guy. And look at this move. It's going to be them and Amazon fighting for our business.
Be interesting to see if Amazon finally gets a legitimate competitor in the online arena, because they don't have one right now.
No, they don't. Yeah. They don't. And Amazon's down a bit. Inside the NDX 100, let's see what we have. So your strength inside the NDX is American Airlines.
There.
Yeah. It's up
It's a good move, 4% for an airline. Outlook brightens for American and United.
They're going to stick us in more.
More fees.
More
fees, less room.
More fees, less room, exactly. Cattle cars, big time.
Hopefully they don't drag. I was just going to make a joke. Hopefully they don't drag anybody off their planes kicking and screaming and bleeding anytime soon just because they want to put their own people on there, but hey.
Yep. JD.com up 2.3%, Baidu up 2.3%. Tesla got smoked yesterday, but it's up $7 today. I think it went down 10 yesterday. Big deal. Yeah, it's
pretty amazing.
Taking it right back.
They get just doesn't even matter.
The negatives inside the NDX out here today. Symantec is down 2.6. C-Trip 2. Dental Supply 1. Nothing heavy really.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to talk about. We have one of the guys in the den saying online sales means more truck needed for delivery, and truck drivers are getting older and fewer, more costs, right? And how that works. But I bet part of the logistic, enterprise is restructuring how they're going to be delivering those products. And I bet that's what Walmart's trying to tackle as well. And that's probably where, the guy Jet.com comes in. They don't need retail stores as much if they're going to grow their online presence 40% a year. They need warehouses that ship direct to consumers.
Well, and so picture, right now, any large city, and there's two different things going on. Any large city that pot is already legal, warehouse space is at such a premium, it's unbelievable, because what's happened is that they're using those for grow houses, right? I think what's going to happen, what we're going to see happen is this, is that warehouse space in cities and in suburbs is still going to be worth a fortune, because your Amazon or Walmart, they're going to automate. They're going to go in and say, okay, hold it. We have a big warehouse here, but why don't we have these other ones that are already there? Robots are in.
Sure.
So those big centers, getting there quick.
Yep.
Because I was looking at that even down in St. Pete. I says, these warehouses, not so much for the pot, for the Amazons and the Google, the Walmarts of the world.
Definitely.
But there won't be people. They'll be there. They take their big warehouse, they make little ones. Bang.
Sure.
So definitely. It's going to make a difference. There's no doubt. Inside the, let's go to the gold contract. So gold's caught a bid. 7. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we get, look at that's big volume behind it. 214,000 contracts already. So that means we're going to do like a 300, 325. That's a good number.
Definitely.
And I like it. We're back inside this 1291. So that's saying that, hey, guess what? Gold is game now for 1362, that high. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Silver's up 1.5%. Silver's up 26 cents. 56,000 contracts, big number. That's a good number. 1710. Yeah, we're back inside 1710. So both of those are set up pretty good. And bonds are cooperating too. So I'm wondering which it's just like, okay, what's driving? Well, let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar's getting driven downtown too.
Yeah, maybe 93.
Yeah. You get 16,000 contracts, so 92,495 would be the next number. And if we come into this 92.495, folks, I'll put this up so you can see the volume. There's good volume there. And the first time down, you shouldn't be breaking it. And if we do, that's saying that 88 is going to be game.
Okay.
Right now you're 16,000. You're going into 32. Realistically, that will only do about 25 or something. But you stop getting into that number, and we have volume behind the move. It's going to be a different ball game happening out here. So it's like, okay, the market's getting a little bit nervous. We go over to let's just go to the 10-year again. So the 10-year is 2.3. And if we take a look at it, it's 700,000 contracts. That's pretty good. That's going to be 1.2 million. The B point on this is 125.17. So still, this is a complex ABC down. Now, we can change that, folks. Is this what happens with a complex is that you, in this case, going down, you break the B point, you break it with volume. You don't go the full price projection. You do a counter trend bounce with light volume, and you go on the other side of the B point again, and then you give it up again. Now, the only way that gets negated, well, two different ways. You don't come back down, or you just have an expansion of volume.
Okay.
But these bond moves are pretty good.
Yeah.
If we take a look at the TLT, you'll see, in case you don't have futures out there, folks, the TLT, you're going to see that's a decent move. It came back to where its strength was. This thing's moving out here today. So, and as Kevin Inks was just saying, so we've had earnings out, but he figures that the market really kicks off with earnings when the banks come out, which is Thursday.
Sure. JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And now what we have on the table again is taxes. Is the tax bill going to go through?
Yeah.
And watching the banks, folks, are going to tell us quite a bit about that too. Between the interest rate structure and the tax bill.
Definitely.
Definitely. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, we get API numbers after the close today, right?
Correct. 4:30 today, and then of course those EIAs tomorrow, 10:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
So some of the higher volume stocks out here, you get Nvidia up 335, Ford is down 5, United Continental, look at that, man. Those caught a bid. United Continental up $3.21. Pretty amazing. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 29. You got the Nasdaq up 2. S&Ps are up 2. Really unusual for a morning that the good old green paint is drying away.
Melting away.
It is.
What's going on?
So the Dow just went from 22,850.
Yeah.
We're 22,792. We take a look at the S&Ps. That's the SPY's not bad. Well, 255, 255.05 down to 254.32. Thus far, the NDX is the one that was going down the quickest, I guess. 148.14 to 147.54. So let's go take a look at. Well, actually, I'm going to do it this way, so we can look at all the NDX stocks. See what it's really do. Oh, that's different. So Priceline was putting big numbers into them yesterday. So it's not that bad, really. But the big Priceline's putting what, 5 negative 5?
No, this is where it gets different. Yeah, we've done this before.
Oh, that's just saying what they're down.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see, NDX.
The Dow is the one that gives us a great demonstration. For some reason, it doesn't translate into the points that's factoring in.
Well, what you can see here is that not price-wise, just down. Google's down $4, right?
Yeah.
Regeneron's down 3, Amazon's down 3.
And just to put things in context, this is just a straight price move, right?
Yes,
so even though
right.
Priceline is at the top, that's basically a blip. It's not, these
Right.
are all super expensive stocks that rise to the top. Similar to what happens in the Dow, because they have such a weighting difference, but just percentage-wise, as opposed to you have $350 stock Tesla at the top, but then look at American Airlines. You have a $52 stock that's up $2.
Right.
Vice versa. You have C-Trip, $54 stock that's down $1.16 versus Priceline, $1,921 stock. Yeah.
Right. And let's go NFLX. So Netflix yesterday went to an all-time high.
What are they doing? They're down. They should raise their prices again.
Look at that. Yeah, so we're at 195.20. Amazon down 250. That's nothing there. Google 380.
Nothing.
Do we Facebook yet? 60 cents. Give me a break.
They're all little blips.
Microsoft up 25 cents.
Not bad.
Intel.
How about NVIDIA after them?
Yeah.
Intel's down a little bit. That's down 1%.
NVDA. Okay.
Yeah, NVIDIA. Can you go to the news after we look at this for NVIDIA?
So NVIDIA hit a new all-time high today, 192.95.
I saw some reports on them.
Yeah, something about here it is.
Autonomous vehicles. So they've built a powerful new computer that the chipmaker says can turn semi-autonomous cars into fully driverless vehicles.
Wow.
In the stock, rather. The new MIDI computer, codenamed Pegasus, is 10 times more powerful than its predecessor, making it capable of handling more than 320 trillion operations per second.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. The computing muscle is needed to quickly process information on cars' surroundings and turn that into safe driving instructions and actions. And it's interesting when you look at how many actions we as humans are processing. It's amazing. You don't even understand it. You know, you're viewing 180 degrees, right?
Yeah.
You're processing every single bit of information. When you put that into a computer, just imagine the amount of processes that's running per second. Your brain's a pretty powerful organism, you know.
Seriously.
And they're getting to the point that they can kind of rival that, which is interesting in terms of where we will be in the foreseeable future.
That's pretty amazing.
320 trillion operations per second.
Yeah. And that's a tenfold increase. So Moore's law is evidently still in motion here.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty amazing.
Exponential functions, man.
Right.
We're going.
And what's intriguing about NVIDIA, of course, is that that's just not the only way that they're making money. NVIDIA is the chips also that they're using for the Bitcoins, right? The
AI,
power,
right?
AI.
Yeah.
So it's
computer learning, you know,
right.
It's computing power, basically. You know,
Monster.
they started out as processors for screens, right? For monitors, or you know, they were graphics processors. That's what, and so they were computing for graphics processing because you needed all this power. But then what happened is that you started, and our man Dave White, you know, talked about it, that they started using that for AI because they had all the processing capability, and that's what you need to run these complex algorithms, or it's constantly running transactions to learn from everything, and they get the computing power. What's after trillion, man? We don't know. We're going to be there soon.
I know. I just want to see the difference. What they have accelerated gross
earnings
dollars. Yeah. Okay, so 4.3 billion in 2013, 6.3.
I mean, even go from 4.7 in 2015, or even 5 in 2016 to 9 in 2018.
Right.
That's the big.
And
then look at, you know, just to earnings going from $1.67 to 4.
Yeah. And they're spread out. This is they, you know, Asia 20%, United States 7, Europe 30, other Americans 15.
And there it is. There's graphics processing, like we're saying. And it's
bread.
not just graphics. That's what they are. They're graphics
Right.
processing, but they're getting used for everything. Wow. Yeah.
That is the trillion number is quite a trip.
What's after I should know. I love math, man. What's after? Is it quadrillion, maybe? You know, I mean, we're going to start getting into those numbers. It's going to be doing, you know, 4 quadrillion transactions per second. Somebody's not even going to know what that number means.
I know.
It means really, really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at the small caps out here. So small caps.
You know, it's funny. Just as you jump into it, I have to say, I watched the movie Terminator, the original Terminator, last night. It just popped up on HBO, and I watched it.
Yeah.
And it was like scary thinking about where this world is coming to. You know, and
Right.
we're like there, man. You know, we're talking about 320 trillion transactions per second, driverless cars. And they had that arm with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know?
Yeah.
You watch it in a different light. What I also thought about, right, which is interesting, so most people know the movie Terminator, right? So they send back the Terminator, and then they send back the good guy that's supposed to protect Sarah Connor, right? Because she's going to have the son that leads the rebellion.
Right.
And so what's funny is, when the Terminator comes back, this is 1984, I think it is, somewhere early 80s, so they have to find Sarah Connor. And so he goes in the phone book, and he starts going through the Sarah Connors, you know, swiping out one by one. And I said, man, that'd be interesting if you tried to make that movie nowadays, because you can find anybody by Facebook. You know exactly where they are.
Right.
You know, a computer would know, if they sent a computer back from the future right now, they'd know, there's your phone, there you are. They know exactly where you are, right?
Bang,
Versus
you're dead.
Right? Isn't that crazy? But back then, they just had...
Throw this phone away.
It's interesting. It made me think about it, where it's like, man, if somebody wanted to find you, and they had all the computing power, they would find you instantly.
2 seconds.
Pretty... Cyberdyne. That's right, Al. There you go.
Cyberdyne. And what is, I remember
they were the company that developed. They found the arm at the end of it. Remember, it's because the Terminator gets crushed, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he gets crushed and the arm's left. And then the whole intriguing thing is that they developed the computers from the ARM. So
Right.
it's like if they never sent it back, does it get developed? All those catch-22s, but that's Cyberdyne. There you go. Who's the next Cyberdyne? Is it Google? Is it Amazon? Is it Tesla?
It's there. They're all there.
It is.
Dow Industrials right now, folks, up 36. You get the Nasdaq up 6. S&Ps are up 3. Gold's bidding up 10.40. You have silver up 26 cents. And light sweet crude up 97 cents. Coming right back, folks.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Procter & Gamble intraday here. This just took a nice little hit, and this is about this has been a board fight between Procter & Gamble and Nelson Peltz. Peltz owns $3.5 billion of Procter & Gamble, and he was trying to get on the board. And
depending on who you believe,
right,
we'll see what happens. Yeah, but so P&G declared victory in its bid to keep billionaire investor Nelson Peltz off the board. Yet the activist hedge fund said the vote is still too close to call.
Right.
The world's largest consumer product company said all 11 of its directors were elected based on preliminary results. Minutes later, Peltz's fund said the outcome will take more time and it's waiting certification.
Market didn't like it, though.
Yeah, I was almost going to see what else is jumping around in here because, yeah, that's the news for sure, and it's almost like, why did the market want Peltz on there?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Right. I would agree.
And it looked like the
hold on. There you go.
What was also happening is that the vote probably is going to be pretty close.
Sure, I guess so, right?
So if we bring this up, let's see.
So it's,
there he is right
yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Right.
It's got 900 million shares. No, excuse me. Yeah, 9%. No, okay, yeah. 37.6 million shares.
Yeah.
He just bought an extra 900,000 as of June. That's all.
So, well.
1.47% of the company. Not bad.
And PG, this is where this,
$231 billion company.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's on the first screen.
And they do $65 billion.
Yeah.
A year.
Not bad. Look at, just before you jump away, though.
Yeah.
That's why they want some activist investors, I'm guessing. All negative growth.
All negative. Look at that.
So they want,
wow.
Investors want
every
change.
number is negative.
Look at these fiscal years, 84 to 67 billion.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, stay right there, folks. We got going to Chicago for Thinkorswim headquarters. And then, of course, we got Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, Andy Heck. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.